Hey, morning, folks. It's your boy, Disgusted Dads. Edmund Welch, you know what time it is. Disgusted Dads in the house. Morning to everybody. Sorry. For real, it is morning. And I've been up since like the last 2-3 hours now. Hold on, 1 second. Yeah, I'm back. So, as I was saying, I've been up early in the morning. Because I'm trying to catch as much information from my local news media outlets regarding the current fiasco happening here in New York City with ACS and relevant services. You know what I mean? And I'm having, I've been waiting for someone to say the root of the problem, as we all know it, family court. And I'm waiting for our legislative and city leaders to come up with a plan or a statement that addresses the problem and holds the proper causes accountable. But they're not. They won't say family court. They won't expose the process, which has been taken over by criminals and lobbyists and unethical lawyers, organizations like the Children's Law Center, lawyers like Dawn, Post, these two-faced adoption agencies that end up taking or getting contracts to act as the voices for our children in court. Anyway, for me, this is like really personal because if y'all have heard my story, for the last 2 years, I've been separated from my son here in New York City, all behind false allegations made by the mother exactly about 2 years ago. But I've been going through this since my child was 2.5 weeks old. So I've been actually almost 7 years. 2017 going to bring a full 7 years that I've been family court, just fighting to be a presence in my child's life. And I've been fighting just false allegation after false allegation after false allegation after false allegation. But what has been the worst part about it is that it's not just the allegations, just not the X. And I just, shout outs to, pause a minute, shout outs to Rashawn Family radio show. Thank you very much for having me on as a guest last night. Steve and oh my gosh, I'm sorry, Brian. Actually, I don't remember who was speaking. There was so many people speaking. Gina, Gentile, Erasing Families, documentary, BK. Thank you. But yeah, I was telling them last night how we're having this problem in the city, but they don't. Everybody focuses on like ACS or the issues with the X when it comes to family court. And a lot of people still are either refusing to acknowledge or they don't even want to look at this monster called family court. You know what I'm saying? And the people who are riding on the backs of it. You know what I'm saying? And I could dig it because they do, they tough as an ugly monster, big teeth. And they fucking some of y'all up. But not Edmund Welch, they pissing me the fuck off. I like fighting monsters. You know what I mean? Miss Post, you a monster like a motherfucker. We gonna fight, don't worry. You wanna keep playing like you're a big bad bear in the forest? All right. So anyway, I'm off track again. I'm sorry, I get like that. You know what I mean? But as I'm saying, so I kind of forgot what I was saying. Went off track. But I've already warned you guys that this is me. So anyway, right now in New York City, we got ACS taking some blows. I mean, we got what did they say on the news? Let me see if I can pull this up again. 10 kids. Woo! 10. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay, yeah, about 10 kids in the last year or so. So anyway, we're going through all this whole thing in New York City. I feel it's the perfect opportunity to expose the other participants in this system that is not geared for the best interests of our children. It's geared toward getting that $70 million in funding from the federal government through the Violence Against Women Act, the Adoptions and Safe Families Act, Social Security, you know what I mean, Title 4D, you know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know if the stories are just coming out because of the holidays and, you know, the tear jerkers, you know, they always want to get to appeal to the public's soft side. Nah. Like I was telling, like I was telling them last night, like, no, we need to be motherfucking angry. We need to be hard. Stop being soft about this. I mean, stop being afraid to speak your mind. But actually, you know, that's what it is. Shout out to you, CJ Abernathy. You know, I was listening to you yesterday. So I've been putting out the videos, and I did that because it kind of always stops me from doing what I intend to do with my topic, my thoughts. But I understand the opportunity to expose the corruption and manipulation that goes on in family court. You know what I'm saying? Where these attorneys and these judges are vying more for the money that comes down from the federal government than they are for the protection of the children of our communities. You know what I mean? So we got sorry, good morning. I didn't have my coffee or my cigarettes. And I'm actually listening to the news now because they keep giving all these little crazy sound bites. So pardon me for the voices in the background. And that's Pix 11. You know, I'm a Pix 11 head. And boy, you guys, James Ford, what's my boy here? Sukani, you know what I mean? Nicole Johnson. Y'all keep coming so close in your stories, and then I don't know what happened. Y'all get chased off. Y'all don't, you know, y'all don't want to really expose the whole thing, huh? Felt it getting too hot when y'all start talking about ACS. Y'all don't, somebody from family court told y'all, shut the fuck up. Okay. Dan Manarino. Nah. Anyway. Like I said, it's ACS. So here's what I'm going to do. And I can, let me tell y'all, let me show y'all something. I got a binder. A binder of my involvement with ACS. And this is my involvement, not my child's involvement. His involvement is probably a whole lot thicker than this. But this is my involvement for years. Y'all see all that? Years. So when I talk about ACS, it's because I got quite an experience with these motherfuckers. And trust me, it's just... Boy, ain't no bigger circus going on than this family law. But in defense of family, of what I've been trying to tell you guys about the third party, the people behind the scenes. We always hear about the lower level of the ladder, the lower rungs of the ladder. But now you got to go higher, man. You know what I mean? There's a force that is controlling all of this. And it's the service providers. You know what I mean? The people who make money off of creating a problem and thereafter purporting to be the resolution to the problem. That's racketeering, right? You know what I mean? If Department of Justice or Department of Investigation or the FBI really, you know what I mean, wanted to look into to bad actions and criminality at family court, RICO indictments would go flying. I'm waiting to see those in Children's Law Center. I want to see some indictments get passed out amongst you motherfuckers, especially Don Post. What y'all think? Y'all think I'm doing all this for fun? Huh? I think I'm doing all this just because I'm mad that I lost 7 years on my son. No, I want to see accountability. I'm a black man in this country. That's one thing that I have been taught. You know what I'm saying? Is accountability for your actions. You know what I mean? You're responsible for everything that you do. And Children's Law Center, Don Post, and the rest of y'all, you crooks over there, yeah, y'all gonna be held accountable for this shit y'all doing. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is, I told you my fellow advocates and audience how I get penalized for talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? The initial case that I was pulled in court for 2 years ago of sexually abusing my son and sexually transmitted diseases, that's been that we don't even talk about that no more. You know what they talk about when I go to court these days? Disgusted dads. They complain and say that 2 years ago they stopped me, and this is just a couple weeks ago. Don Day Post made a statement in court that I'm not seeing my son because of my poor judgment in posting. I'm like, wait a minute. I ain't seeing my son because this chick said I beat her up and had anal sex with my boy. That's what y'all stopped me from seeing my son for. I started posting about it after that incident. I got so frustrated, I became an advocate. So how you gonna turn around and say that my advocacy is the problem is the reason why I'm not seeing my son? But thank you very much, because what you've done is you've opened the door for the type of discussion that I need to have, that society needs to hear, that hopefully will encourage, you know what I mean, and empower the fathers who are also going through it. Like I told you guys, like I was speaking to the audience on Restoring Freedom. There's millions of fathers in my neighborhood, but they shocked, scared, don't want to go through no more. They look at family court worse than a whip from slavery. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't one of them fathers. So anyway, having said that, I'm going to start this off by my next thing off, because like I told y'all, this is about ACS and all the hoopla and bullshit that everybody in my city is talking about. And when I say everybody, I mean from the mayor, Bill de Blasio. Matter of fact, let me start that, because I'm calling y'all the fuck out. Mayor Bill de Blasio. I forgot the deputy mayor name, but you know who I'm talking about. I don't think Judith K is still the supervising judge in family court, but whoever the supervising judge is in family court. Some new names I got over the last couple days. James Ford, reporter at Pix 11. Marsha Robinson Lowry, child advocacy. Alma Dremel. I think she used to be Brooklyn DA against child abuse. Carmelin P. Malayas, New York City Commission on Human Rights. Mark Peters, Commissioner of Investigation. Oh, and Jill Krause, Acting Director of Administration for Children's Services. Since Ms. Gladys Carrion, quit under pressure last week. I'm going to try to call the names out. Oh, and Dan Manarino and Nicole Johnson. I said you guys before, but I'm going to speak on y'all in a minute. But first of all, here, check this out. Y'all people see that? Well, let me just give y'all the title. Okay. That's assault on an ACS worker. Damn, there was something else I wanted to show y'all before the next thing. Oh yeah. Okay. Now, and coming back to these transcripts. Damn. Because I got to redact this shit. But I'm going to put, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put all these documents up. I'm going to post them up right after with this video. I don't know how to put them to the video, but I'm going to put it after the video. Because inside, these are my transcripts that I was just talking about a couple of days ago. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll put them up. But when you read them, you'll see. Family court, ACS, as you hear the statements, if you look at all of the stories, they claim about what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie. Because, look, they do know. You know what I'm saying? ACS has known about my son being abused for the last 6 years. Definitely for the last 2 years. You understand? But it's been a source of revenue. So that's why nothing gets done about it. And then they talk about these mothers' boyfriends. How do y'all expect a mother's boyfriend? I never understood that. You know what I mean? Because if a woman doesn't care about her own child, you know what I mean? What makes that think that somebody else is going to come into the household and care for the child, but more than the mother do? But hey, that's the current situation of today's motherhood. You know what I'm saying? Mothers don't have to care about their children as much as everybody else has to. You feel what I'm saying? They could fuck for them, they could spit them out, but then it's the responsibility of somebody else to care more about the child than the mother do. You know what I mean? Y'all look at all of these cases that I've been putting up. It ain't the fathers. And in the last one, Jaden Jordan, which sparked this whole, well, no, it was the Zamir Perkins case that got New York City in an uproar. You understand? But in the midst of that came along Jalen Jordan, I believe is the other name, is the other case. And so in that story, the father, the biological father lived a couple blocks away and wasn't aware of the abuse, cut out of the child's life because of family court. But they don't want to speak about that. You know what I'm saying? Just like I am cut out of my child's life and he lives just across the iconic Brooklyn Bridge, less than 10 miles away. But if something happens to him where he is, they're not going to bring me into the picture. They're not going to claim or highlight how long, how many years I've been fighting to be a father to my child, or a dad to my child. You understand? And they put so much to restrict against me. Remember this Don post? You remember, right? Remember what you said a couple weeks ago, right? That I can't see my son because I'm posting on Facebook. But look right here. You know what I'm saying? My son is involved in an environment of nothing but domestic abuse every day, all day, for years. You understand? But you tell me this ain't a danger to my son. Me posting on fucking Facebook is a danger to my son? Are y'all kidding me? And I know, Ginger, last night we had a discussion where, you know, it was advised that you can't talk. You ain't supposed to be angry. You ain't supposed to talk hard. You know what I mean? You ain't supposed to be brutally blunt. But like I told them last night, I'm a father. My child ain't in another country. My child ain't too far. My child is right here. I'm so engaged in family court, I get all of the goddamn reports and the letters. So you mean to tell me that I shouldn't be upset to hear on a near daily basis of the abuse and the torture of my child? And I'm supposed to sit here and be happy about it? Drink eggnog and sing Yuletide songs and all that bullshit? Are y'all fucking kidding me? Hell to the fuck no. This ain't no PSD talking, I'm telling y'all. I told y'all before, this is pissed the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Family court ain't gonna tell me to stop talking about that. No, sir. Don Post, you can sit up there and threaten me all you want. But I have it here. These are the transcripts. This is why I told y'all before, people in previous recordings, how important it is to get these papers. Everything else, the motions, the court orders, visitations, all that shit is important. But what is most important is that you have... Listen, there's only one way to climb a ladder. Hand, foot, hand, foot, hand, foot, hand, foot. And so to fight the corruption in family court, we have to go to the proper procedures. You understand? I mean, it's been a piss off. I ain't bought no Christmas gifts this year. Well, you know, the kiddies got their gifts, of course, you know. Thankfully, I don't have a wife or a girlfriend. You know what I mean? So I ain't had to blow money. But I spent a lot of money this year on transcripts. But because I can, like I said in the video yesterday, I can call out the liars. You know what I mean? I can call out the corruptors. You know what I'm saying? I can challenge everybody that I just spoke to do something. You understand? To do something about this corruption in family court. I'm going to keep calling it out. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep connecting the dots. That I will do. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, like I said, for people who really need to see all of that extra proof and all that, I'm posting these. I'm posting the transcripts up. Immediately after this video, I'll include the other documents. And I hope that my fellow New Yorkers, you know, make the call. You understand? Yes, Brian, I remember yesterday. I should link up with Black Lives Matters and all these other groups, but they're not talking about family court. Like I said, my community is shell-shocked. You know what I mean? I dare say there's an element of some cowardice when it comes to dealing with family court, because nobody wants to, and quite honestly, nobody wants to feel the burn of family court. The men in my neighborhood don't want an angry baby mother just dialing 911 with a false allegation. They don't want to be hemmed up. But this is what a family court allows to happen because it's beneficial. You understand? A cop don't care about a false allegation in my neighborhood because he gets an arrest either way. You know what I'm saying? Once that arrest gets made, brothers, just like I keep telling y'all, once them arrests get made, the paperwork becomes more valuable than your body. You know what I mean? Because that paperwork opens up so much doors and it goes all the way up. It gets controlled by family court. Family court has the final say and a hand in everything. ACS can lie and say all they want about how many times they haven't visited a family. Okay, fine. But how many times has the family been in court? And then they hide all of this, the actions, the corruptors in family court hide the action behind, oh, don't put the child in danger by exposing. Don't embarrass the child or put the child at risk by talking about what's happening in family court. 10 kids dead in New York City. My son ain't gonna be one of them. Because I really don't know how the hell. How the hell? Something happens to my son in this city. After all these years I've been fighting in family court. You know what I mean? Who gonna try to explain it to me? I'll sit there and just watch y'all pick. Pull short straws. You understand? For that individual who would have to come and stand in front of me and tell me that something has happened to my child caught up in this family court system that we got here in New York. Bruh. Disgusted dad. Hey folks, I don't want to mess up the upcoming season for a lot of you people. I know some of you look forward to it and depend on it, but right now, cups are being overturned in New York City. There's a lot of spillage going on. Fight. expose it. You know what I mean? Challenge your favorite artist or sports figure. You know what I mean? Your favorite songs singer or rapper. Your favorite designer. Your favorite model. Your favorite author. You know what I'm saying? Challenge them this year to come to bring 2017 and talking the truth about family law. You know what I mean? Demanding family law reforms. You know what I mean? Supporting and defending fathers' rights. You know what I mean? Let's see that happen. Peace, people. I'm out. For now, this is Disgusted Dads. Have a good day. Y'all need some people. Y'all gotta talk to me, man. I need some people to talk. Relevant shit. 'Cause I get a lot of people talking. I don't want to seem like I'm doing this and it's lonely. No, I'm doing this and people are responding. But you know what I mean? I need people who wanted to go hard, who are willing to go hard, who want to go hard. You know what I mean? It's got a lot of fathers in my herd. You know what I mean? Come on. Come on. I see y'all all day. Stop worrying about all this goddamn sports figures and what the fuck they doing and all that shit. God damn. Every day there's a new record created. You know what? Let's make a record of let's break a record of the amount of fathers in 2017 that challenge and revolt against family court. You know what I mean? I want to do that. You know what I mean? That's my father challenge to all y'all for 2017. See how many of y'all challenge family court. You know what I mean? Anyway, peace for now. I'll speak to you guys a little bit later. And check out, like I said, check out the minutes that I'm about to put up. Check out the stories. You know what I mean? And then listen to what they saying about New York City right now. It's on and popping right here in New York. Let's go, New York, and let's make it happen. Later.